What's going on, friends? I am in a Los Angeles traffic jam right now, and I felt inspired to shoot a little video and talk about this new, most recent fascist, insane, criminal, open quote, mandate from Gavin Newsom about you have to wear a face mask at all times in public. If there has ever been a further grasp for power that does not belong to somebody, some dipshit trying to say mandate how the rest of the world is allowed to walk around in freedom is absolutely beyond tyrannical, and this is where all human beings need to put their foot down and say enough of this bullshit. I'm not going to listen to this Gavin Newsom. Who is Gavin Newsom? And even if he's the most wonderful and amazing man in the world, if you're brain dead and fast asleep at the wheel, you have to acknowledge that no human being has the right to tell another human being what they, quote, must do. That's beyond a far reach. It's a delusion. It's Dr. Evil. It's absolute sellout treason. Somebody who is looking out for his own interests and the interests of his little clique and clan, and somebody who doesn't give a shit about human beings or the American people. So I am putting out this video to let dipshits know that there's at least one person out here who is never going to be asleep, and you are never going to be able to touch, and you're never going to be able to sell me out or have me stop when the future for the children is at stake. I will not bow down to the cult of authority or the cult of personality and give in to this insane bullshit, and neither should any of you. You were born an individually sovereign human being. That means that you alone have the right to decide what's going to happen with your life and nobody else. So that is not to be given up under any reason or any circumstance without changing the definition of what it means to be a human being. Giving up your gift of life for what? A fraud, a forgery, to kill yourself with a face mask and restrict your oxygen 60%. So I hope that this is the end of the delusion and the insanity, and more people wake up that these, quote, politicians don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your family. They don't give a shit about your health. They don't give a shit about your well-being. They don't give a shit about your financial freedom with $20 trillion quantitative easing and banker bailouts and all this other nonsense that they don't explain to people what it means that you're perpetually a slave because they're devaluing your currency and you're never going to be able to keep up with how fast they can press print on the money print. So it's a wake-up call. While you have your face mask on, you've been plundered, pillaged, robbed. The enemy is not at the gate. They've infiltrated the entire network. And if you can't wake up and smell the coffee, the mandates are only going to get more insane as one agenda is leading to another, and what they have planned next is not going to be any different than the genocide orders that are already in place, because that's what it means when you have people tell you to do something that is suffocating you. That's called genocide. So anybody out there who thinks that this is okay, that, you know, live it for yourself. If you think it's a great idea, go ahead and double up on your face mask and, you know, lick Gavin Newsom's boots if you want, okay? For everybody else, it's time to put your foot down and stand for what's right and righteous before Great Spirit and the Creator of life and your gift of life as a human being, where you're going to get to make up your own mind and live a life of your own choosing. And you do not choose to suffocate yourself or mandate other people suffocating themselves, because you're not a bully or a coward. okay? And the flip side of every bully is a coward. So stand up to these coward bully scumbags and say, I'm gonna breathe however I decide, and you're not gonna make up my mind even one time. So anyways, I want to get a little fire out there and give people a big time wake up call that this shit is not going away, but it does go away when you ignore them and liberate other human beings from the shackles of brainwashing and mind control that would allow them to be talked into following such insane mandates from psychopaths and sociopaths. Okay, so make sure you open both your eyes, sharpen all your senses, your intuition, your feel for life is what is going to make you able to survive all of this nonsense. The minute you tune out your own senses and the voice within, and you start following the projected propaganda voices, you're in deep trouble, and so is the rest of your family. So awaken the healer, awaken the savior within, open up your heart and live according to your own heart without fear. That's called the love vibration. And it's time for everyone to step into who they truly are and become who they were born to be, according to the creator of life. So anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day and stand tall for what's right, and stand tall for your right to make up your own mind. All right? Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.